Uh, we got started with that kind of investment, $10,600, and it was 24-hour operation, 6 days a week. It was that time we made the decision about closing on Sunday. I had always been accustomed to going to Sunday school and church, but it's very easy to make that. We needed the sales, but after you work 24 hours a day for 6 days a week, you're ready for a break. And so we closed on Sunday, and it's been by far the best business decision I ever made. I had the opportunity to testify in Washington 3 years ago about business ethics. My statement there was, there's no such thing as business ethics. It's people ethics. It's the people that causes things to happen. We hear about a business failing, a business succeeding, but a business does not fail, nor does it succeed. It's the people that makes a difference. And so I'm so proud today that I can brag on my people. Here at Chick Fil A, as well as all of our 1,250 unit operators, we only have a 3.5% turnover in personnel. Anybody can beat that? 65% of our operators, career people, worked at Chick Fil A when they was high school and college. So it gives a good solid base to build a business on. And so I feel that God called me into the restaurant business just as surely He's called many of you in the mission field and the pastorate, various places. I think we all are God called. We just have to find out where it is and what it is. Just be willing. You don't have to be perfect, but make yourself useful. But some unusual things have happened to me through the years. My brother was killed in a plane crash. In fact, two brothers, same time, back in 48, 2 years after we opened business. 3 years after that, opened second restaurant. And after having two restaurants, I had realized I had one too many. And so the Lord took care of that. A few years later, it burnt to the ground. And but from there came Chick Fil A. And I did not plan it. I tell our people, don't set goals 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Take advantage of unexpected opportunities. And I had a lot of them thrown my way. Back in 1982, we was experiencing some decline in our sales. It seemed like that was the year all the major chains were getting into the chicken breast sandwich business, which caused the price of the chicken breast to be inflated. This is a year the interest on borrowed money was 20 and 21%. This is a year that we just had moved into a $10 million corporate headquarters. It was fully financed, and we're still a private company. Everything I have is predicated on the success of Chick Fil A at that time. So I called a meeting. Went out to a place called Pine Isle. It might not be very far from here. Pine Isle. Ask ourselves some important questions like, why are we up here? Why are we alive? Why are we in business? And we discussed the problem at hand, but no one knew the answer. So we thought, well, we never had established in print what Chick Fil A's corporate purpose might be. And it was discussed. Someone got up to the blackboard. We started, all 8 of us participating, and what could we nail down Chick Fil A's corporate purpose? After spending 2 days there, we came back, left, but this might be Chick Fil A's corporate purpose, that we might glorify God by being a faithful steward of all that is entrusted to our care, and that we might have a positive influence on all the people they would come in contact with. Could you digest that? To glorify God by being a faithful steward, all entrusted our care, that we may have a positive influence on all the people that we come in contact with. We came back and shared that with our staff people, asked them to cooperate and support that. The question was asked, what else did you do? And I said, well, we didn't do anything. We didn't know the solution to the problem, but we're putting this to be our corporate purpose. That following Christmas, they gave me a huge plaque engraved on that with my name on it with the corporate purpose on it. And I'm not one who like to display signs, tell people who you are, what you are. But this time I had to display it somewhere. So I asked the question, where should we put it? It was suggested to someone, but why don't you put it right outside the door, front door there, where it would be a reminder of Truett Cathy as well as all the rest of us. Why are we coming into work? So we did that. It meant a lot to me then, but it's grown to me an awful lot because I'm confronted with that each and every time I go within that door. And we try our very best to live up to what we profess to be. As I mentioned earlier, that I was called on to speak testify in Washington about business ethics. The second thing I said to them, I saw absolutely, as you said, no conflict between biblical principle and good business practice, because they do work. We give all our employees on a training program, I give them a ruler with the golden rule on it. And it simply says, just treat the customers like you like to be treated when you go out to eat. That's all you have to remember. You like to be greeted with a bunch of smiling faces and demonstration of serving spirit, and serve them quality food. Be kind. We use as a theme line one of our seminars, courtesy is very, very cheap, but pays great dividends. And so it does. It don't cost anything to be kind to people. And we could get this message over pretty well, I would hope. When you go to eat Chick Fil A, and find it took me 3 years to get this message over, that when a customer says thank you, the response should be my pleasure. And it has squeezed us recognition for the kindness of our people. Simply by saying, instead of you're welcome, no problem. It's different words that you can hear when you eat at fast food. It comes as a shock to some people come in and be treated kindly in a fast food. There's a reporter there in Fayetteville that realized that we're saying my pleasure. Went through the drive-thru, got her, said the same thing, and every time she came in. So I did a survey in other competition. So her response at the other competition was totally ignored. Some of them would say no problem, and some of them wouldn't respond anyway. But we can compete with the highest competitor that is on the market. We can compete with the number one fast food chain in America, even though they got millions and millions of dollars for advertising purpose. But we built our business, one satisfied customer after another, and this is where you grow a business. We're working right now, going the second mile with our customers. Many opportunities we have to go the second mile, go over and above what's expected of you. And you preachers preach that, to go the second mile. And so we practice that, and it's many opportunities. One distinguishing thing that happened, one of our Chick Fil A units, a lady left Atlanta going up north somewhere, and she got up in the Carolinas and went in to eat. She ordered the food, and suddenly she realized she didn't bring a pocketbook from where she departed. She didn't have gas money to get where she's going. So, of course, we didn't charge her for the food, but the 23 employees there all pitched in $1 apiece and gave her $23. And she was able to buy gas to go to a destination and take that. And the lady, of course, wrote me a letter, said how much she appreciated what it meant to her, and she'd always remember those 23 young people. They gave her $1. It helped her, but think about the joy of these 23 employees of giving that dollar to the customers. Many opportunities you have in our society today to go the second mile. What's expected of you, but go over and above what's expected. I can tell you numerous things that happen but time does not permit you, but we're putting a lot of emphasis now. We have a Raven fan club now that my son Dan, he travels most of the grand openings.